All right, guys. Yo, what's up? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Monday from Pixel Pod Studio. We have Young, Manny, and then myself, RJ. What's up? What's going on?
What's good?
What's going on,
Yeah.
Young? Birthday boy?
Oh, yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Happy belated birthday. Couldn't even return my phone call, guys, but it's okay. We're here.
I appreciate it, man. Dude, I'm look, this is what I do, okay? I broke my damn back, but I'm over here sacrificing my health to be here just for you guys.
Oh man, thank you very much. Thank you.
Yeah.
That's what I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just gonna throw it out there, man. I could be half dead right now, but I'm still doing the show.
Okay. So you broke your back on your birthday.
Not on my birthday, it was
Oh,
yesterday.
okay.
No, it was weird, man. Yesterday my back was a little sore.
Mhm.
And the same thing happened when I was in Denver a few years ago, but my back was sore last night, and then I woke up this morning and it was just, oh man, it's not good.
No. Okay. Yeah. So, if you guys are barely joining us, we did release some free interiors for you guys. So, if you guys, I actually got to put that link over on the Facebook, but on YouTube, if you guys go down below, Mario, happy Monday, Sue, hi, Mario, down below in the comments and in the description too as well. There's some free interiors for you guys. You go ahead and just put your email information, then you guys get 2 interiors for free. So. We have people hopping on from YouTube jumping on. So basically, guys, a lot of the stuff in there that's included is the InDesign files, PowerPoint files, keywords in there. And this is basically interiors that's going to help you get you guys' first sale in the bird niche. I know I probably sold quite a few books in the bird niche this month already. So that was one of the niches. I was like, you know what? Let me give away these interiors so people can make some money, make their first sale on KDP. So I'm telling you guys the truth. So I gave that away to you guys for free. We did actually. We did. So that's for you guys. That's a gift from me to you. All we ask is email information and have at it. And hopefully you guys make your first sale with those free interiors, because we already know that with the Pixel Pod Studio, the interiors that we release every single month are freaking, excuse my language, badass, right? Because we've been working really hard at that. Okay, we've been taking a lot of the time of our day to work really hard at that and try to make sure they're the best. And we know that these free interiors are really good too as well. And also, if you guys haven't been following along from the previous series, we created the recipe interior, and we give that one away for free to you guys too as well, that we created during the live. Throughout the whole series, and we kind of broke down everything with the keywords and how we do this and how we do that with the interior. And then we made the cover, then we keywords, all that fun stuff. So yeah, everyone's hey everyone, how's it going? I've been having sales on the interiors I purchased from you all. They are great. That's so awesome to hear.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Mario, you're welcome, man. You're very welcome. Deb. Robinson, hello. How's it going? So yeah, I have to edit that link over on Facebook. If not, I posted in the few Facebook groups too as well. So yeah, so right now we're gonna go into to some research, right? The goal behind this is to find a niche, right, with a high demand that has some type of sales in there, and the goal is to recreate a logbook or an interior. Right. Because one of the most important things here, guys, is you don't want to go into a niche that doesn't have no demand. Right. And if you go into a niche that doesn't have a demand, it's going to be very hard for you to make your first sales. Right. Now, there is, at the beginning, I recommend this, but once you get more experience, you have to understand that once you get more experience, you can test around with it, right? You can mess around. If you can go into a new niche that you think that it's going to make sales, you can mess around and be like, okay, cool. I have a good feeling that this will make sales, and I'll be the first person in that niche. And but you can do it that way. But the goal is to start off. If you're a complete newbie and you're trying to figure out how to make sales, this is the way to do it. We're going to do some research live right now. So I'm going to do a screen share, hop into this bad boy right off the back. Let's see.
Yeah. Let's get to it, man. This is basically, guys, this is what we do. What RJ is going to do is basically going to go through his process of what he does for our interiors. So we're kind of showing you guys kind of his workflow. Go ahead, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Also, too, as last week too, we're doing keyword research, and one of the best ways I find new niches too, as well, is by doing keyword research because I see the keywords that are popping out. I'm just like, okay, cool. Like the keywords are telling you a story because people are searching for these products, right? And they want this inside their interior. They want this inside their book. So you guys have to pay attention to that. It's very important that you guys understand that. Okay. When it comes to you want to give a product that a customer wants. It makes it so much easier for you to make your first sale, right? You don't want to give them a product. You don't want to show a product to a customer that they don't want. You want to understand the keywords and what they're searching for. And the customer obviously don't know that they're searching for these keywords. It's your job to figure out what they're searching for, and you want to give them what they want, right? So that it makes it so much easier to make your first sale. And instead of recreating something that doesn't make sense at all, it's like that's what you have to figure out. So you have to understand your niche, dominate your niche, be the best in your niche, and make all kinds of money. And yeah, so screen share. Here we go. All right. Let's come over here, straight over here to Amazon. Is the screen okay, guys? Can you guys see the screen okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought we do. Are we gonna do full screen?
Yeah, make it full screen so we can see it all.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
We're right over here.
That's better.
Okay.
Go.
Let's do something. Let's do this. Start over. Logbooks. See, look at just logbook. And if you guys are unaware what this is right here, this is the AMZ expander suggestion expander, right? You can see
that's a Chrome extension, right, RJ?
Yeah, that's a Chrome extension right there. Inventory logbook. You can see these are some workout logbook, diabetes logbook. Okay, if you guys are unaware, last week we found the diabetes logbook, right? I think this is actually a perfect segue just to jump into this because you see what I did was just type logbook and then you get all this information over here, right? Truckers, passwords, boat, truck driver, boaters. Look at diabetics and blood pressure with index, dates, with chain, with tabs. So ruler. Okay, we're getting a lot of good information, right? For diabetics. So this is actually perfect right here. So this is popping out to me because we already went over this last week. We ran into this on accident, right? Because why? We're doing keyword research and we ran into it. So if you're doing keyword research, you're going to run into stuff like this, okay? So this is very important that you guys understand that. Don't overlook this. I know sometimes it gets a little bit overwhelming, but if you kind of just like go in this clear-minded, you can find really good niches. And you can that's how sometimes I make a lot of my sales is from doing this type of research like this. So as you can see, so we did that. So you can see the search up here, right? Logbooks for diabetics. So as we do that search, we see 824 results, right? Let's filter this out a little bit. Sometimes I've been noticing with Amazon, what they've been doing is when you filter this out, it kind of goes a little bit crazy, right? So, and we're going to do, I check Amazon Prime, okay? And then I check paperback, okay? It says 99 results, right? Supposedly, for this actual search term. Okay, and I think that's really good. Now, what I like to do is I want to make sure there's a demand, right? I want to see that there's a demand for this niche. And as we're looking right here, can we create something like this? Yes, we can create something like this. Can we create something like this? Yes, we can create something like this. But for the purpose of Pixelpod Studio, we're going to go ahead and create a more like a logbook, right? So now something like this kind of looks very interesting. Let's go down a little bit more. See, we're seeing this BSRs too as well. If you guys are unaware of this Chrome extension right here, this is DS Amazon Quick View, right? And this is basically telling us the BSRs over here. And you can see this one's May 5th, 2020. This was barely uploaded, by the way. And it's crushing it. Yeah. Okay. So let's open this one too as well. This is a 103 BSR. We're looking good. We're in a decent niche. Okay. Now you can see. Okay. Now there's like the type 1, right? Like this is telling you stuff, guys. So this is like giving you good research. These are keywords that are being thrown at you. So interesting. This is looking good so far. Yeah. And you can see there's sponsored product ads in here too. People are just people are just trying to get sales or trying to get ranking. That's a good sign too. I'm not sure what this is. All black. Supergirl diabetic logbook. Okay. All right. We're looking good. Looking good. Let's go second page. Let me see what's going on over here. Okay. Insulin. Blood pressure record book. Okay. Diabetes journal. Okay. You can see as we go to the second page, like, let's see what happens. Yeah, we're still on track. Food journal and blood pressure, our blood sugar for diabetics. Good. All right. I think we found our niche. Okay. You can see how I did that. It was just basically what I did was from last week. I was doing keyword research, and then I was like, you know what? I think that would be actually a good segue to start for this week's research. Yeah, carb cycling. Interesting. You can see how huh?
Just a quick suggestion. So not everyone might have those Chrome extensions. So maybe put those in your description on your YouTube channel.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
No, for sure. We'll post these all after too as well. That way we can help you guys with the research. Yeah. So that actually, this niche is looking really solid. Okay. The diabetic logbook, diabetes, diabetic, and look, there's over here too as well. So, guys, there's tools out there that you guys can use. So, for example, like BookBolt, there's Helium 10. If you guys want to plug in the ASIN or just even search, right, when it comes to certain cha-ching, I heard a cha-ching noise, but when it comes to doing your research, right, these tools they're there for you to use. Like it's going to help you, right? It will help you, but you don't have to use them. But as you go along, it makes it so much funner to do the research, right? Because you have all these tools, right? And what I like to do is like I will come over here and just type like certain things in, like a certain niche, like a keyword, right? And I want to see what pops up. Okay, I just want to get a better idea of what's going on in the niche, right? And see what if I'm missing any other. As I typed in diabetic as a keyword up here, right? I want to type in stuff, and I want to see what else is going on in this niche, right? Because you can see, so I'm seeing smoothies, right? But I want to find something that we can make, right? Young and Manny can make, so you can look at there's glucose logbook now. Diabetes log. So like you're getting more ideas, right? We're diving more into this because we can click on these and we can see what the heck they're doing with the interior, what's new, what's different, right? That's different from everyone else, or get a better idea of just the niche in general. Okay, you're doing your homework right here, guys. Do we click on that one? No, we didn't. Okay. And that was just I just wanted to see more interiors like this. Okay. And the goal is to understand the niche, right? Get to learn it, what people use this book for. So we open up these because we want to see what's going on the inside. And if it shows us the inside out, right? Okay. What they're using it for. Here we go. Right, Manny, like when it comes to this type of stuff, when it comes to the research for the interior, right? You want to understand the niche, right? It's important for.
I think like for the most part, I mean, the things that I look for is like it's basically what once RJ has the niche down, and he'll send me like a couple of links of like stuff that's on Amazon, then I kind of get like the best of whatever I can see. I'm the guy that goes for more detail, so I'll look at links, look at things that I see that others don't have, obviously, because you want to make sure your journal stands out. You want to have as much information that relates to your niche. So, for instance, is diabetes or food journal, whatever you want to do, you want to make sure that you really deep research of like what's going on. I usually go to Etsy, look at printables, see what they're doing, go on Pinterest. That's kind of my workflow. And I take a little bit from this, a little bit from that, and then I make it my own. So that's kind of what we do. But the way RG is doing it, I mean, like that right there, the food journal that he has looks pretty detail oriented. So that's kind of cool. That's the kind of stuff that I kind of look for. So that's a pretty good example.
Yeah. So that right there too is like it really doesn't come. Your goal is to look for like research for more information, right, about the
Right.
interior. It's
Right.
not like where'd you get this from? Amazon. And no, you can go anywhere. Etsy, Pinterest. You can walk to the damn library down the street, right, and see
Yeah.
what's going on, right. So it's not like you can just research, right. You're trying to figure out like what this person is using this book for, like what are
Yeah.
are they
Yeah.
looking
And then we're doing diabetes, right? Is that the one where we're doing the?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so for example, my dad's diabetic, so I'm already kind of familiar with like insulin and like carbs and all that stuff that he has. Obviously, it's different for everyone, so that's kind of things you got to like you think of. Okay, cool. So like for example, we're doing a diabetic journal. Well, what could we make? What could we do to add more value to the interior? So how about some like keto? Throw like a keto or a food log of like, okay, I had this amount of carbs. What was his blood sugar levels after eating that meal? Stuff like that. I mean, that's kind of what I look for. Um, Again, like what RJ was saying, like you really got to deep dive and like really research, like see what
Yeah.
people are doing, the type of diabetes that there is. Obviously, you could even do this. There's one that, I mean, my dad's not serious, so he doesn't do any insulin shots, but maybe do like a vaccine insulin logbook,
Yeah.
not logbook, but interior. So right off the bat, you're adding more and more. So you think of diabetes, you think of low carbs, insulin, vaccinations. Um, you know, obviously what we do is we kind of bundle everything up into an interior, and then we always suggest you guys customize it so you can actually make a few books from from one interior. So for example, you can do one for just like a food tracker for a diabetic, and then you can do one with, another journal could be like a insulin vaccine logbook,
Yeah.
so forth and so forth. I think what we're trying to tell you guys is you really gotta. We put a lot of effort into our interiors, and that's kind of what we're trying to tell you guys, show you guys that we just don't pick one and just kind of go with the flow,
Yeah. Yeah. No, for sure. Yeah, man. I think it's just when it comes down to it, like you said, a few things that I didn't even know about. I was like, okay, cool. That's more so like insulin and stuff like that. I said it when I was doing the research, but like you see the keywords. Why are people searching for this? Why does this person want this in their book, like inside their book? Like, so you have to figure out why they want this. How come? Like, you know what I mean? So research it, and just a simple Google search away too, guys. By the way, you can just like. What I would do is come over here to Google, right? It's google.com. And then and then just a simple search, and then you can see that there's different types of diabetes, right? And you just do the research in here too as well. Just a simple Google search away. So don't think this is hard. You can do this. This is very easy. It's all about learning the niche, right? And just taking notes as you go along and learning the niche yourself. And that's how you're going to dominate. And that's how you're going to be different from everyone else. And that's what I say. Like when it comes to being unique and different from everyone else, you're creating less competition for yourself, right? So. That's very important. As you can see right here in the interior, so the daily log, you can see that it has a date, and you can see the days right here, Monday through Friday up here, the meals, right? This is one, so that basically they added, like, they put the food in here, right? So they want to count like the calories, their intake and stuff like that. The water, you can see this is where you sleep, right? Meditation.
Snack. It's kind of like a lifestyle journal right there. More than more than a food journal.
Yep. No, for sure. So, and what we're doing is looking at this, getting a better idea, and see what we can do. Like, what can we do in this niche? Now, it's like now this is tracking all your. There's a little bit more detailed information in here, right? It's blood pressure, weight. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Cool. And one of the most important things too, guys, is when you come in here, you want to look at the reviews. You can see that it has one with the 2-star reviews, right? That's very important because when you look at the reviews, it's going to tell you something that it's missing sometimes.
That's what we usually do too. Yeah. Good point. Yeah. So for example, sometimes the review would say, "Oh, there's too much information. Like, I wish they would have just made it more simple." So you take that information and you make an interior based on that information, and you kind of cater it to that specific audience, right? Maybe
Yeah.
maybe someone just wants a insulin vaccine shot. Make sure that they're tracking all their vaccine, like stuff like that,
Mhm.
or like what my dad does. Like when he found out he was diabetic, everybody's different, so he found out what carbs spike his blood sugars, so he stopped eating it. So he had to kind of experiment and then do his own like glucose test. So there's just, again, I think the most important key part of all this is learning the niche, learning the type of diabetes there is, learning what people are doing. That's the only way that you're going to really learn what people are looking for, and then that's what the kind of stuff that's going to make you stand out. Once you customize that interior to a couple of master pages, you'll probably, people are going to look into your listing, and then they're going to be like, oh, it has this, this, and that. Perfect. I want this.
Yeah, no, for sure. So as I can see too, right here in the reviews, it's like you can see like the verified purchase is not on some of this. So I'm not sure if it's got spam with like fake reviews or what. But you can like by looking at the negative reviews, you can see like it says this is not like a good example because it's not like a verified purchase. Could work, but needs lots of improvements. But as far as this, like this, you can see, coming down here, if you see if it's a verified purchase like this one, and you can see like, okay, cool, like this actual book, like it's missing this and missing that. So okay, you can by reading the reviews, doing your research, you can see that certain things are missing inside the interior. Okay, and that's gonna help you make a difference with your book. Okay, it's gonna make you stand out from everyone else, right? And that's very important to making your first sale. Okay, and this is another thing too. It's like making your first sale is not any different from making 20 sales a day, right? It's the same process because it's like, okay, cool, this is a consistent seller now, and then once you have that at a consistent selling pace every single week, every single day, every other day, it's a rinse and repeat process, right? Because then you do that with the next 10 or 20 books. The next thing you know, you have 10 to 15 to 20 sales a day. Okay. So think about it that way. It's so much easier. So as we go in here, we're learning a lot about this. I'll probably send these all over to Manny later on. So you can check all these out. So I'll be saving them on my end, take a little screenshot, right? Real simple. Boom. Okay.
Yeah,
and then this is kind of like what we do. I just want to show him like, okay, look, check this out. This is what this niche is doing. And this is how we're going to come in here and dominate. And this is what we're going to do. And this is what we're going to do to help others dominate too as well. Okay. This is what we do. And then we go as far as like the keyword research and doing all this stuff. Young Manny, they go back and forth and they look at the interiors like, okay, cool. This is what we're going to do. And this is the game plan. And let's go forward and push ahead. So now we're getting all this information, right? We just want to make sure all the stuff makes sense to our niche when we're doing the research, right? It's very important because we don't want to create something that's all over the place, right? We want to make something that's very specific to that niche, right? So that's a very important. And now the same thing with this interior, right? They're kind of doing almost the same exact thing. This one's it seems like it's very basic too, right?
Yeah.
This is your book. I'm sorry, but I'm just taking this video.
I think, but see, this is what I do too. Is like I look at basic, right, and then I'm like, oh, cool. What can I do to make it look good? Maybe add some gray color in there, shade the cells, choose better fonts.
Yeah.
I mean, as far as when it comes to choosing fonts, also too is like I try not to get too crazy. I stick to a sans serif for the most part because I feel like people don't want like something crazy. It all depends on the niche, guys. Like if you're gonna make it, items is gonna be male. Obviously, males are not gonna want a fancy script, right? But if you're catering it to a female, it's like, oh, okay, let's make it like let's make it a little more feminine. Use a nice script, a handwriting font, or a brush script. That's the kind of things that you need to really think about because everybody's different, right? So you can add, everybody's different. So you can, cool thing about our interiors, everything's all fully editable. So you can edit, save it as a different file and cater it to female and do another one and do it for male. So just something to keep in mind. We'll go through the whole process, guys. Like today was just basically how we go into the niche that we
Yeah.
Everything.
I'd rather have something that's simple too
Yeah.
than something that's just too much.
Yeah, no, adding to that too as well. I think that just you can see simple sales, guys. You can see it
Yeah.
has 49 reviews. It's
Yeah,
been
there
up
you go.
since
That's a good example right
2016. Okay, like there's no. I think when it comes to this, it's like it's real basic, but it's not like it. But like the market's telling you otherwise. Like we like basic over here. Like you know what I mean. So that's something that you guys have to test too. And then look at they're showing you pictures of the interiors, perfect size, verified purchase. So people in here are liking it. Of course, you're always going to have negative reviews. Okay, you can't please everyone, guys. That's another thing too. You can't please everyone. I see a lot of people like, oh, I got my first negative review. Like, how can I fix this? There's no way fixing it. Just roll with the punches, man. Keep pushing forward. Keep creating something that is unique and different from everyone else, and push. And that's what I like. I think that when it comes to that, can't focus on this type of stuff, guys. Do not focus on that. Because then the next thing you know, it gets all up in your brain and you're all clogged up and you don't know what the heck to do. And yeah, so don't focus on that. Focus on pushing forward because everything else will come. Like that's just something you have to do. Okay. Especially when you're in a niche like this and you're crushing it and it looks like you're number one. That's going to happen. Okay. So, as we can see right here, so we saved these pictures for this interior already. We're looking good over here. And it's a consistent seller, as you guys can see. Now here's another one. Okay. Personal contacts. You can see like this is like the intro, right? Personal details, right? So the person who owns this book and then emergency contacts. So that's something interesting too, right? Like emergency contact in here, right?
Yeah. I think that's another thing too. We do. I mean, that's something that again, people like the one that we're looking at now. You can see. I mean, who would buy that, right? I think more or less you have flowers that's female oriented, right? So,
I was just gonna say that.
Yeah,
flowers.
yeah. So this certain journal is targeting the female audience, right?
Mm-hmm. No, that's real interesting because you saying that now you're just looking. Okay, it has 13 reviews. It's been up for about 2 years.
Yeah, let's see who's reviewing it, bro.
Yeah.
Is there names? Is there Karen in there?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a Karen. Good job, Maddie. He called it before even seeing it.
Yeah, so it's Karen, Julia, Kate.
Katie.
Is that Kate?
Yeah, see?
Yeah. Good. That's good. Solid.
So that's, guys, like as a designer, like that's the kind of stuff that I look into. Again, we do ours simple so that we can, I think, for the most part, we give you the skeleton. We give you the foundation of the interior. It's up to you to customize it the way you want. Like, you know, we're telling you what you should be doing, and I mean the stuff that I'm saying, like it's there, right? Like I said, look at the flowers. How many of those audiences? How many of those reviews are women? So boom, like right off the bat. Yeah,
good call. It's also too. It says too big for traveling. And then
there it is.
You see that comment? Yeah, you're gonna come up here.
What size is that? What trim size?
6x9.
Wow.
I mean, I don't know. Yeah.
It's
I mean, it depends too. I mean, because also too. I mean, like think about it. There's a lot of like. Remember, Young, like the pocket journals that we saw at DesignerCon? Like, it depends. A lot of people do like the small stuff, but then there's a lot of people that don't. Like
it's like RJ was saying, man. You can't please everyone. Someone's always gonna complain about something, right? So it's just one of those things that you're just gonna have to roll with. I mean,
like the older crowd, they don't like small stuff, man. Like I used to work at a senior center back in the day, and like they don't like small lettering in books. They like, like obviously, obviously they have glasses, and I mean, I'm not trying to go there, but I mean, from the one thing that I always used to get, it was like, hey, can you blow this up more, or can you make, when you photocopy it, like, can you make it at 100, 115%, like, like things like that. So guys, that's another thing. What's your demographics? Is that going to be
like
18 to 24, 35 to 55? Like, what's your target exactly?
Solid. That's solid, man. No, but also too, this is actually a perfect example too, because what if, like this one person doesn't like because they think it's too big because they wanted to use it for travel. Now this is an opportunity to recreate that interior in a different size, right? So here's an opportunity, just because it's like, maybe maybe no one else in this niche has a different size interior, right? That they want for travel, right? So there's an opportunity right there for you too as well. So to recreate this interior in a different size, the next thing you know it, you have a top selling interior that no
And a
one else
lot of you
has to
might
travel
not know this, but you can put in a custom size in KDP.
Yeah.
I think a
Yep.
lot of people don't realize that, but you can have a custom size.
Oh man, this is solid so far. Yeah, so you kind of see the niche that we're gonna go for, right? And we're just gonna go ahead and just dive in. So glucose, right? So there's pretty much sharing the same thing, right? Kind of give. This is the same thing here as well. It's like it's a different table. It's a different table setup, right? And this is very easy, guys, to set up, right? I think
It's like what is that?
I think I can do this.
6 columns,
RJ.
6 columns, 10 rows, and then you kind of just divide everything. I mean, it's not hard, and that's probably that's pretty easy stuff right there. I mean, it's just basic. And then also too, they didn't really do anything with the cells. They just kind of did a box and lines but again, guys, look at it's selling, right? There's
29 reviews, BSR, consistent seller, 98K in books. This is making and then solid reviews, guys. So it's like, and then the cover is like cool, different. You know what I mean? It's like, who's it targeting? Women, right? Obviously.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Those flowers again. So I think this is the perfect example, like simple sells when it comes to KDP, right? Simple does sell, but like, how can you be different? Yeah, it does sell. But how are you going to be different in the market, though? I think that's very important too.
Don't let Karen bum you out, guys. Like if you get a bad review, it's fine. It's fine.
Don't
like,
let Karen bum you out.
Don't. I know. I mean, we all sell e-commerce stuff, right, guys? And then I was on Etsy selling stuff, and we had occasional bad reviews, and it's like you can't really do anything. Like
there's no such thing as a perfect business.
Yeah. I mean, think about it. Go to Target, and there's always a big old line for returns, right? So people are returning stuff, so it's not perfect.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry.
All right. So, all right, we're gonna click this one out and go to over here to the last one. This one looks like it's doing pretty good too as well. Looks like a consistent seller. 27 reviews. Has a look inside. So the flowers again, guys. Like,
what's up with the flowers?
What the heck is up with the flowers, dude?
Exactly.
So okay, you're getting this information thrown at you, right? You can see like the consistent sellers seem to have flowers on them. It's pretty cool what they did with you can see the water cups and sleep hours. They actually added in there. You can circle it instead of actually writing it. So something to think about right there too. All your information in here. Vitamins. Vitamins, meds, supplements, notes. So this is cool. All right, this is actually pretty cool too. So a little bit different. Remember, the goal is to, as well, is just you want to understand what's going on inside the interior before you create something in this niche, right? So that's very important that you guys understand that. Okay, you don't want you come in here and you create something that doesn't make sense to the niche, right? So you want to learn your niche first. Okay, so very important that you guys understand that. So okay.
Yeah, these are like, it's funny, guys. I mean, I don't know if you guys ever been to like a Bath and Body Works?
I haven't gone in a while, but I've been.
My wife's big.
Yeah, I've been there.
So, just like that's kind of the style that they use. So, like they'll put flowers. Like RJ, go really quick on Bath and Body Works, like really quick, so people can see like what we're talking about. You can go anywhere. You just see like.
Yeah, they got all those little.
See, look at like you see how like the script, and you see how like the flower pattern, stuff like that. I mean, like I'll be honest, guys. Like this Bath and Body Works, like their packaging is on point, and I always refer to, like whenever I have like a female. Audience client, or I'm sorry, design client. Like I always kind of refer to these guys. Like look at the fonts that they're using. Look at the. Just little things like, I mean,
I would totally buy that. Yeah, I would totally buy that, man.
So I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. I know this is. I'll be going over this on our interior, but just kind of wanted to give you guys like the things that I noticed off when RJ kind of throws stuff at me. And I'm like, oh, let me go check out Bath and Body Works, and like let me check out their packaging and see what they have. Like they have cool like. Watercolor textures and stuff like that. It's just something to keep in mind, guys.
Yeah, no, for sure. So so going back to this one right here, as you can see, there was like a few different things inside there. Let me go down right here real fast. You can see there was the physical activity and blood sugar log. So like they have a little bit of this in here. Okay, I'm not sure how much of a demand that is in this niche. Something that we have to research, right? So that right there. So it looks like we're gonna go into the diabetes niche, right? And we're gonna come in here and we're gonna dominate. We're gonna Manny and I are gonna recreate an interior, right? And then when we're gonna do that, we're going to
So the next video is just basically I'm gonna just kind of behind the scenes do the research and I'll get with RJ and with all the stuff that he's showing you. So just save those links, RJ, and shoot those over. And then I'll do the research and I'll do a brief like this is where I go to find stuff, and then from that point we can go and start recreating it.
Yeah. No. So also too, guys, if you guys have any questions, please ask them. I see a few comments in here. I'm gonna go ahead and go through those. And also too, if you guys are unaware, we just released our free interiors that from the last series. I know a few people were asking about them. They're down below on YouTube. I have to put them over on Facebook, but you download those. And then you get access to the two free interiors, the InDesign, PowerPoint. There's some keywords in there too. Get those. There's the bird. The bird. I think this is the bird watching niche, right? I've been making some sales in there. So I want to go ahead and.
I'm a good interior, man.
Yeah, I want to go ahead and give that. We want to go ahead and give that away to you guys for free. So it's understand the niche, right? There's some keywords in there. Understand the keywords. Okay. Do not like, okay, cool. I'm gonna grab these keywords and just throw them in the listing. Don't do that. You're grabbing those keywords and you want to make sure it makes sense with your interior. So what do you have to do for it to make sense with your interior? You may have to customize it so it can make sense. So understand that. Very important. Let me see where we left off at with timestamps. Thanks so much for that. Screen looks good. Lately, it's so hard to find niches that have less than 1,000 competitors in journals. So that's normal because there's a lot of competition coming over right now, right? You guys know that. But what I recommend is if in order for you to jump into a niche with less competition, you have to make your interior unique and different from everyone else, and that's going to create less competition for yourself. So that's very important. Steve, what was the Chrome extension named? I will put those down below in the description. So there's DSD Quick View that shows you the BSR, and then there's the AMZ Suggestion Expander that shows you the search bar suggestions that Amazon gives you. Okay, same thing, Sue. Same exact thing. Teresa, what's up? What's going on? Hello, happy Monday.
Hello, Teresa. I love Teresa. She's cool.
Yeah. What kind of BSR are you looking for or search count? The lower the better, right? So anything, like it all depends. As you get better, Deb, as you get better and understand your niches and stuff like that, you're like, okay, you're creating a book that you know that's going to crush, and it doesn't really matter how much competition is in there because then you can run some AMS behind it. So you kind of go in with the mentality like that. You can even start, I think, starting off, you want to look for anything below 500 if you can. And then you want to dive in there and see what you can do. So that's very important. Any take on that, guys?
I mean, I think for the most part, I know when you give me like the research for the month, like I look at the BSR stuff, but also too like it's kind of crazy, surprising that some of our members like sell the stuff that I think no one would buy, and then like. So I think like for the most part, I think what RJ does is it does matter, but at the same time, like if you're gonna go into like a teacher planner journal, right? There is tons of competition, like super like competitive. I mean, you have the FBA people that are sending their printed out journals that get shipped out in 2 days, whatever. So I mean, for RJ's mentality has always been like find a niche that no one's really in, right? And then take it over and then do the same thing on another niche. Just kind of recycle what you did and do it in a different niche. And then like you do that on a constant basis and you're gonna have constant sellers. So like that's That's kind of the name of the game, right, RJ?
Yeah, it's more of and then you can jump on, like you can go over into creating your own brand and then creating less competition for yourself. But as far as starting off, the goal is to get consistent sellers. There's people on the platform that are just crushing it, right? They don't have their own brand. They're just crushing it with KDP and leveraging Amazon for the
Yeah, I
traffic.
see. Like when I, you talk about creating your own brand. Like when I do my research, I like to go outside of Amazon, and I've noticed like a lot of the research that I do, a lot of these interiors, man, they have their own website, their own brand.
Yeah, printables
So
too. It's crazy.
yeah, so you see, at some point you guys can branch off as long as you have the inventory and all that. You can at some point just create your own website and stuff.
Hmm.
But
You're basically just creating more opportunity for yourself, creating more eyes for your product, right? And then that's something that's big right there too. Now, right here, Deb. So this is pretty interesting, guys. So now, like, if we didn't show this live, we wouldn't know. We wouldn't have known. Like, okay, there's also for cats and dogs, right? There's
Oh,
that's true. No,
right.
that's true.
That
My
is
friend's dog had diabetes. He's no longer with us today, but he
oh,
had diabetes.
Okay, so there's opportunity right there too as well. So think about that, guys. Now we're diving into the niches, and we're just like, okay, cool.
that's
Now,
crazy.
yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
So
That's cool.
no, so yeah, that's really interesting. That's a whole complete, like, pets too. Pets are big. Like I'm out here in San Diego, and some of these people treat like they don't want the human beings to be inside the restaurant, or they don't want them to be inside like the bars or anything. They rather have the dogs in there. They don't want they don't want humans in there. There's the way the people love pets. You know what I mean? They love animals, so it's just the way it
Yeah,
is.
I mean, if you think about it, like CBD in the pet niche is really big too, man.
Yep. Okay. Mario. Okay. This month's interiors included PDF files for prior months. Is it easy to turn InDesign and PowerPoint files into PDFs?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really easy. It's
Just a
simple
matter
as
of a few
save.
clicks.
Yeah.
Yeah. File export. Do we have a video in the back? We do, right?
I
think
thought
there's
we
a
had
few of
pulled
them.
one out real quick.
I thought
Yeah.
Young did one.
Yeah,
He also too-
in fact, when I did a live with you guys a couple of weeks ago, I showed you guys how I exported into a PDF. Mario, if you and I know Mario, so if you haven't seen it, reach out to me, man, because I know sometimes he'll message me in private, and I can kind of point you in that direction where you can see it, and if you don't see it, I can show you. It's super simple.
Mario,
Yeah.
what tool are you using to research other journals to look inside them? That was actually just on Amazon. That was I was doing the look inside feature. Some of it does. Some of the interiors don't. I mean, some of the books don't have that. Some of them do. So, and then I was using BookBolt to find other products. I'm not sure if you're talking about that, Mario, but yeah, man, thank you for the questions. So yeah, that's another thing too. This is why we're doing these lives, Mario. By the way, just because we're here to help you and want to show you that we're here to help, and we want to help you understand and help you make your first sale if you haven't already. He said a newbie question down below. Sorry about that.
Don't apologize, man.
No, not even. Dude, trust me. When I got into graphic design, I was a total noob, dude. So don't even trip.
Yeah.
No. I'll start out somewhere.
Deb says my dog beats me up. Look at my black eye is gone. Oh well, it's still there.
Wow. I still can kind of see a little bit. Yeah.
Oh God, thanks, man. I appreciate it. It's like now I can still see it. Let me look a little closer.
Can you go full zoom?
Yeah, get out of here. Yeah, no. So basically, guys, we wanted to do this live to kind of show you guys how we're gonna do the next interior. Manny and Young are gonna actually get to work with this interior, and then we're gonna go down the same process, right? Or I think Manny is gonna do the interior. The man's gonna.
I'm gonna basically just we're trying to keep these videos short, no longer than an hour. I know it's kind of a lot of information, but I'll have it already laid out. But I can kind of show everybody the process of like what I found like on Etsy or what I found on Pinterest. So that's kind of my workflow. Yeah, that will be next Monday's video. What is it? This.
So this is the side step. Where is the best to watch you on Facebook or YouTube? It don't matter. It doesn't matter, honestly, because I'm on Facebook. Yeah, it's all connected. I'm here to help. You know what I mean, Deb? So I'm here to help, and that's the most important thing. And I just want to get that through you guys. Like I know everything is going crazy and everything's looking a little bit better, right? But right now I know there's people that are struggling out there, and if you guys are struggling with whatever, the goal is to.
I think my internet's going dead.
What?
The goal is to bounce back from whatever happened, and let's win together.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, you barely see you moving. There's Mario. This helps big time. Yo, okay, awesome, man. Thank you for asking a question. Yeah, I think are we good right there? You guys hitting all the questions. You guys have any other questions? You guys are more than welcome to comment. We'll get back to them. We'll be here next week with the done interior with the ready, not ready. I want to say ready to upload, but
it'll be already kind of laid out, and I can kind of go through the process. Again, guys, I'm not trying to waste people's time and an hour worth of just design. It's kind of boring, so I can literally break it down for you guys next week. And
awesome.
You guys hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, Young gets crazy like that sometimes. He starts talking to himself.
Hey, that's okay as long as I don't answer my own questions.
Okay.
That's when you have problems.
Nah, guys, awesome. So, everyone that showed up, thank you very much. And also, too, like I said before, there's some free interiors down below. If you guys go ahead and download those. They're free. Take them, PDF file in there, PowerPoint file, InDesign files. There's some keywords in there, and have fun at it. Make your first sales, and when you guys make your first sales with those interiors, because I know you will if you actually put the work into it. Send us a message. Holla. All right, we good?
We're good.
All right, peace out. See you guys next week.
Peace.